You're watching Cartell TV and I'm Jenny. Let me tell you about this slick-looking customer behind me. If you've been following our channel, you know we've tested plenty of Genesis models and honestly, they have been great. They don't offer as many model options as the benchmark German Trio, but the top Genesis models were on par to the luxury competitors with similar power. The GV70 is the latest offering, and it has that issue that small SUVs that are luxury tend to have. They need to be relatively affordable. I mean, they are entry-level luxury, but they also need to be packed with advanced goodies and great materials. Basically, they need to offer what most of their larger luxury SUV siblings offer, but for less money. And that is not easy. This fine fellow is a Genesis GV70 V6 3.5 twin-turbo with all-wheel drive sport and an added luxury pack. Basically, it's the top of the trim, it's got everything, and it's loaded. It's the best trim to see if the GV70 can meet the standard that the bigger ones have already set. And this one with all the top trimmings sits at about 90,000 plus. Now, on the entry-level scale of the GV70, that's around 66,000. AUSLOANS brokers between you and over 40 lenders for the lowest rate and the best deal for your circumstances. Not only do they find you the best deal on finance, but they're also giving away a free holiday to one of 18 four-star hotel locations across Australia and New Zealand to anyone who settles a car loan through our CarTell.tv link. This sport trim comes with the blacked out front parts that add to the look, but honestly, the overall style that comes with every trim is just so nice. Yes, I know that this grille size and these split headlights are not to everyone's liking, but personally, I really like them. But even those who don't can agree that they look instantly recognizable and elegant. It's Genesis's new jam, and it's got a lot of flavor. Ultimately, all good luxury cars should look distinctive. You will not mistake a Mercedes Benz GLC for an Audi Q5 or a BMW X3. They've all got their own distinct style, and it comes down to personal taste. Headlights are full LED, and with the luxury pack, they are also adaptive. These 21-inch wheels also look unique, and I'm kind of on the fence as to whether I love them or loathe them. The side is a bit coupish, as is the trend at the moment. It's a very nice silhouette. If I had to compare it to something, it would probably be the Porsche Macan. And I just love this running line. The rear continues the split light theme and has prominent roof spoiler, a diffuser and large round exhaust tips that are exclusive for this model. Personally, I love that they didn't overdo it. The added aggressive elements fit the sport trim and this V6 twin-turbo picture perfectly. Sure, this rear won't turn many heads, but that's also not so bad. There are 3 engine options to choose from. The diesel is a 2.2-litre inline-4 with 154 kilowatts of power and 440 newton meters, expectedly from 1,750 revs all the way up to 2,750 revs. Not a huge gap, but with 8 gears that's more than enough for a confident push. The 2.5-litre turbo petrol has 224 kilowatts and 422 newton meters of torque and a remarkably wide torque curve that goes from 1,650 to 4,000 revs. Hyundai and related brands got us used to wide torque curves in petrols, and we appreciate that for sure. However, the top pick in the engine that I have here is a 3.5-litre twin-turbo V6 with 279 kilowatts and 530 newton meters, and an awesomely wide torque curve from 1,300 to 4,500 revs. All of them are paired with an 8-speed auto. The official fuel economy for this model is 11.3 litres per 100 kilometres. While admittedly this isn't really revolutionary, we averaged about 12, so the estimates from Hyundai were actually pretty close. This powertrain is familiar from other Genesis models. It pushed the GV80 with total ease, so clearly this one will be equally as smooth. It feels just so easy to drive in any mode. Acceleration is very responsive and zippy. And considering it's a V6 twin-turbo, I'd be pretty surprised and disappointed if it didn't. While this model is all-wheel drive only, it's rear-biased, so you get some of that rear-wheel drive feel, which is great for a performance model. But still, the GV70 is more geared towards relaxed comfort than setting any speed or lap records. The gearbox is the best example of this. It's responsive, smooth, and fast, but you never feel like performance comes at the expense of comfort. Poise is primary here, and it shows. And this equates to sound insulation. Cruising in this car is so quiet, sometimes you actually have to check if the engine is on. There are several driving modes. You can choose them per group, be it drive or terrain. Drive offers Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus and Custom, while Terrain offers Snow, Mud and Sand modes. The names are pretty self-explanatory, and they do make a serious difference in the way that the GV70 behaves. In terms of power delivery, gearbox behaviour, suspension, traction control, and similar. The interior is definitely distinctive, and while I dig it, maybe not everyone will. In a good way, they remind me of some sporty solutions from Mazda from afar. But when you actually see this thing up close in person, the material quality is just next level. I'm not speaking equally of Mazda, but I just mean in general. Sure, this is the top trim, but it's such a high quality and so well put together, it's really refreshing. I also love the minimal design. Having the luxury pack helps with this as well, as it adds nappa leather over the dashboard, as well as this quilted pattern. Lexicon by Harman, premium 16-speaker audio system, ergo motion driver's seat with active stretch mode, heated seats in the back, Alcantara wherever you don't find leather. It's really very premium. It also adds this nice 12.3-inch instrument cluster and a 12-inch head-up display. Yes, that's big for a head-up display. The instrument cluster is digital and very customizable, including a 3D function. But I still have to say my favorite feature is that camera feed when you turn on the indicator. These iconic details in the door trim, they look so cool at night. It's a simple addition, but it also adds a small notch to the level of this interior. 14.5-inch multimedia screen is standard for all models and is packed with features. It's also very crisp and responsive and is controlled using this dial here. Now, with my experience with it, I absolutely see no issues with it, and I definitely prefer using this than trying to reach the touchscreen while driving. It's quite a stretch. It's just so much easier with this controller, especially given that the screen is positioned a little further away in this setup. My only gripe is that the gear selector and the controller are so similar to each other, and they're so close together. Why? They both have two completely different functions. I would have liked one of them to be a little bit more distinguished than this. I have to mention the awesome 360 camera with 3D mode, and you can change the angle as well. It's really cool, but can just take a bit of getting used to at that new angle. While the 3D camera can take a bit of getting used to, you've still always got the surround 360 on the side. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are wired out, having in mind the shape and the size of the screen. It's understandable that they don't cover the whole screen. You get the standard chargers, USB and 12V, including a wireless one. There are also plenty of storage spaces, glove box, central console, wide door pockets, cup holders, the usual. Let's slide into the back. So, space in the back is not bad, but it's not top-notch for adults. The headroom is good, the legroom is okay, the near angle is not the best for longer trips. That's what compact SUV means. You can't expect the levels of space you get in large SUVs, but kids will have heaps of space as long as they aren't the kids of giants. You get awesome quality and luxury back here, including heated rear seats and armrest and cup holders. Oh, window blinds. You get window blinds and this fancy detail to keep you amused. Your expected storage features, and you also get your own climate controls and chargers in the back. Also, if you're the rear left passenger, you can move the seat in front of you forward, if someone's not in it obviously, and get a little bit more room. Actually, why would you be doing that? The boot holds 542 litres, load lip is minimal, but the wheel arches are prominent. Still nothing unexpected for a car of this size. Fold the 60/40 seats and you get 1,678 litres of space and a flat floor. The GV70 is super safe across the lineup. You get auto hold, rain sensors, fingerprint authentication, downhill brake control, adaptive cruise control, road preview electronic control suspension, ABS, brake assist, EBD, hill start assist, traction control, trailer stability assist, vehicle stability management, blind spot collision avoidance assist, leading vehicle departure alert, forward collision avoidance assist with car, pedestrian and cyclist detection, junction turning and crossing functions, lane change assist, evasive steering assist, high beam assist, lane keep assist, lane following assist, rear cross traffic collision avoidance assist, safe exit assist. That's about halfway down the list, by the way, so you get the point. The GV70 is a cool car with its own unique and striking flavour. The only things that are missing are models that would compete with the AMG, M and RS models from the German trio. In terms of being a worthy luxury opponent, it just comes down to matters of styling preference. But it really is that good in terms of a subcompact luxury offering. Genesis just needs to maintain the standards for the years to come because building brand recognition in the luxury market does take time. Now, judging by the GV70, Genesis is definitely on the right track. Now, bring on that GV60 electric. Thanks again for watching Cartell TV. Now don't forget to check out our partners AUSLOANS and stay up to date with our socials for all of the competitions that we're running at the moment. And we'll see you in the next review. Peace.